Hello, hello. This is my vlog 9. I'm going to be going over chapter 6, which focuses mainly on movies and how they kind of shape us. The first essay is The Imagination of Disaster. The author talks about how there's many different science fiction movies left and right every year. And while looking at the plot of many different movies, the plots are very similar. And I would have to agree with that because when we go to see a movie, specifically like a superhero movie, you could just clearly tell they are similar. There are superhero movies, or in superhero movies, there's usually obviously the superheroes, the villain, the one big fight scene. Usually the superhero loses at first, but they obviously win the big fight at the end. And that's basically the formula. It doesn't ever shy away from that. Even though there's different characters, um, the plot lines are very similar, or sometimes they're exactly the same. Especially if you look at the Marvel movies are just carbon copies with each other. They follow the same structure and formula uh, with every movie, but just with different characters. DC, on the other hand, they've been trying to do different things, but critics are not really liking what they're doing. Really recognized and successful directors like Martin Scorsese have criticized this, saying that superhero movies and sci-fi movies are really they're not cinema. They're more like roller coasters and like theme parks, as how he states it. And I would say I agree with that because they bring nothing new to the table. There's no evolution happening, and it's not really benefiting the genre at all. It's gonna get stale if they don't change it up. Second essay is Hollywood's love affair with surveillance. There are many different plot lines in movies, and the author focuses on surveillance and the government watching over us. A common example that the author uses would be Hunger Games. For people who don't know what that movie is, it's basically based off a book. Uh, the overall plot is that there are 12 districts that revolt, and as a result, there's events every year known as the Hunger Games. Here, they pick two kids, one boy, one girl, from each district to fight to their death. While this is going on, President Snow watches everyone from the district. There's soldiers, and there's cameras in the games. There's cameras at people's houses. There's cameras everywhere. Um, but let me focus back into this essay. People in Hollywood have made movies where surveillance is basically the overall topic. You know, there's one big topic that people are okay with, and that's the idea of surveillance. Once people find out that the United States government has surveillance over us, people got really mad. Right, this happened with the Snowden effect, Snowden whistleblower thing that happened a couple years ago, which basically proved that the government was watching over us. And I don't know why people were surprised. I mean, it was in our movies, and there's basically been documents that prove that the government influences movies in many ways. So I know I didn't find it surprising that the government was spying on us, and there's a really big issue going on in today's day with censorship and surveillance, and with new technology appearing left and right. I believe we have to have a lot of legislature and a lot of laws to be in place to make sure nothing is abused and everything stays safe. The next essay is has Hollywood murdered the movies? And this one is very similar to the first one, where Hollywood releases different movies. The thing is that a lot of movie companies are buying each other. For example, Disney bought Fox, and with a lot of like Disney owns almost everything in the movie industry. And basically, the author says that that is a negative thing, that is bad. Um, at the moment, many of the movies coming out are about Marvel characters and Disney characters, and well, Marvel's also owned by Disney, and it kind of makes the movie industry a little stale. It makes it boring because every movie that's coming out is by the same companies, and like I said, they don't change their formula at all. So it's like you're watching the same movie over and over and over again. Um, and let's say people don't like superhero movies or sci-fi movies. Uh, what do they watch? And that's a big question that the author brings in his essay. And those are the essays for today's week, and thank you.